Record this. Everyone, we want to welcome Mr. Dre 3000.
What's
Also,
poppin'? How you guys today? How you doing, Dan?
good, buddy. So let's get right into it. Tell us about yourself. What brings you here today?
I'm a fluent investor and trader. My name is Dre. Um, I'm really here and motivated to help out just my community and myself, better myself and increase my financial literacy and on the road to financial freedom, as I may think of it.
And what do you do currently?
I'm a tattoo artist. I do marketing with my brother and stuff at Tattoo Temptations, Las Vegas. I've been tattooing for a little over 6 years now.
Cool. Are you like downtown Las Vegas? You are like I know there's like an outer rim, right? Isn't that like
Yeah, I mean,
a that goes around?
Vegas is like, yeah, Vegas is like a bowl. Um, yeah, there's a lot of mountain ranges all around us. But we're really right off the strip, off of Maryland and Tropicana. We're like 5 minutes away from the MGM Grand. We're
Okay,
pretty close, kind of further than downtown than we are to the Las Vegas Strip.
cool.
Yeah,
And,
we
and,
try to we
and,
try to off. But
what got you started in this? Are your parents investors? Do you have like family in the investing space, or like this isn't normally like interesting to most people?
yeah, no, I actually went down this road solo dolo by myself. I started in 2019. I was working at this tattoo shop when I first moved to Vegas, and there was this reptile shop that was right next to us, and his name was Ron. And we were just chopping it up one day, and he recommended me a book to read called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I started reading it, and just like a light clicked into my head about like how I'm doing it and how I'm thinking money and like how I can invest for my future self and grow wealth. Just clicked in my head, so I started buying more books and stuff, and I was talking to my mom about this, just geeking out. Like, mom, we could like if we start saving our money, investing it into real estate and this and that, we can like our future selves will thank us for doing what we're gonna do right now, pretty much. And my mom was actually right by one of her friends, and he was in the stock market, and so he was like, "Yo, download TD Ameritrade. They have like an educational course you can go through, and if you really want to learn, it's free of charge. You know what I mean? All you have to do is take your time." And I initially thought like the stock market was only for like the ultra wealthy, was for financial advisors. Like I didn't know anybody could start investing their money. So I went down another rabbit hole and kind of thought I was in college going through that TD Ameritrade courses and really learned something. And back in like late 2019, I bought my first stock, the Apple stock. And the reason why I bought Apple stock is because when you buy a stock, you are actually like an investor in that company. You do kind of own a partial, percentage of that company. And I looked around me, and I was at the tattoo shop, and everybody had their Apple iPads out drawing. I had my MacBook out because I was working on my website. I have an iPhone, and I'm like, why would I not buy an Apple stock? You know what I mean? And this was at back then when Apple was at like 120. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna send it. And I'm sorry about my language. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna send it, and it changed. It changed my life. Ever since then, I started buying assets instead of liabilities.
It's funny. If you go back to I think it's like 2000 or 2005, if you would have bought like $1,000 in Apple instead of like $1,000 Apple phone, you'd be worth like $1 million now. It's something crazy metric because of the compounding growth of it.
Yeah, I was in like elementary school. I wish I would have dropped out of middle school.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. So you're still young. Do you have a family, kids, anything like that?
I got a cat, a tortoise, and a chameleon.
A cat,
That's
a
my kid.
tortoise, and so a turtle and a chameleon.
Tortoises and turtles are different. Turtles are like
What's the difference?
water turtles. Tortoises are like land turtles. I got an African spur tortoise. Say
I,
that again. You
I've
kind of cut
never
off.
heard of that. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're like, my tortoise can't swim in water. He would drown.
Oh, that's problematic then.
It is, but Yeah, she's fine. I said he. It's a she.
Well, um, so that's cool. So what do you do now? Like you started off with Apple, and then it just progressed. I know personally, like when I started, I couldn't wait to tell everyone, and everyone basically just told me like, let's please stop talking about it because I was so excited to share the information, and everyone got really sick of me really quickly. Did that same kind of thing happen to you?
Still talk about it to my friends and my family, and my mom just like, "Hey, here you go with Bitcoin again, Dre." Like, and I'm like, "You should buy some Bitcoin." Uh, where I'm at now, I don't like to spread myself too thin, but I do have to think about my future. Me being a 1099, I don't have a 401k or anything, so I
Mm-hmm.
have to Roth IRA. I have to invest in Bitcoin, and not just invest, but like just store my wealth. I guess you can say. I'm always trying to add assets at a discount price, 24/7, and I'm learning different trading methods too. Like I've been swing trading for a little over 3 years. My friend Jeff, the chef, actually just got me into trading crypto futures and Ethereum. I was trading that with him this morning. Many ways to grow my wealth and to expand my mind in this financial world that we live in. I was on a belief back in the day that you everything has a price, and like nothing is for free here. But um, people kind of work to live instead of living what they really want to live. Like I want to be able to do anything that I want to do when I want to do, and being an active investor and trader opens up a lot of possibilities for me to do that. I mean, I actually went to Chile based off of learning how to save my money, invest my money, and paying myself instead of just paying for materialistic items. You know what I mean? That doesn't give me anything but a bill. If I buy Wi-Fi now, I'm watching TV. How is that really growing myself and my wealth?
So how tight did you get this?
What do you mean, how tight?
So when I started, it became such a I'm gonna say a passion project, probably a sickness almost, to the point where like if I'd buy like a $3 coffee, I'd also have to pay myself $3. And it became a thing where it's like 6 weeks down the road, I'm going, I need to cut out lunch altogether. I'm just gonna eat once a day, save that extra money because it's all of a sudden like I'm paying myself double, and I'm like I'm realizing how quickly it's adding up to the point where like I don't know, I got really extreme about it for a while. Like how far do you go?
So I'm at a point right now. If I spend $30 on a concert, let's say, I
Yeah.
have to be able to $30 and save $30. So if I don't have $90, I can't spend that $30. I'm not the type of person to always go out and eat. I'm really like I eat at home. I like meal prep. I try to save my money any way possible. What really got me addicted to the stock market and saving my money is I've, I'm back then. I used to just like spend my money freely and not really think about where my money and my finances was going. So back in 2023, I kind of wrote down all of my transactions, and I was like, wow, if you could have just like changed up two little things that you were doing every single month, you could have saved this much money. And it made me sick to my stomach. Like now, like for example, I pay for this Game Pass on Xbox. I don't even play games like that. That money could be used towards a gym membership to actually better my health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like that $30 could be put into Bitcoin to grow my wealth. Health, wealth, and mindset is where I'm at.
Okay. So what about like cars? I did the math once. It's like for every $30,000 you spend on a vehicle, it ends up being like $600,000 at like a 10% annual, you know, compounding rate in 30 years. What do you drive? Uh,
I actually just got my first car 2 months ago. I've been walking around, taking buses, Ubering for the past. I got here in 2019. My last car was early 2019. Just got my first car. I drive a 2007 Honda Civic. I got it used. It's 16,000 miles on it, but it runs like a champ.
Dude, you are gonna put every other 20-year-old to shame.
I mean, the cars are just liabilities, man. And like that was my belief after reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's like, what are we buying? You know what I mean? Like a car is only now I have to pay insurance. Now I have to, maintenance of the car. Like, I love my car. I'm able to do anything that I want to do, but I understand that it's a bill. Anytime I start my car, I gotta pay gas. So I always calculate like chess. Where is my money going, and how is it gonna give? What is it gonna do for me? Like, is it just a short term game? Is it a long term and like advancement of it? Like buying a book. I never have a problem buying a book because I'm learning something. I actually have a book right next to me, the Emerson's Essays. I read it at night. You know, books are knowledge. Most people don't really like read. And I was talking to this man like a couple of years ago, and he's like, if you want to hide anything, just put it in a book. Most people don't read, and back in the day, most people couldn't read. They didn't know how to read. So I got a bookshelf of books. I'm kind of like a nerd.
No, that's cool. I think that's great. And you're right. Most people don't read. And yeah, back in the day, people couldn't read. Even today, the people that can read choose not to.
Mhm.
So it seems like you really gamified this system. You just got a car, super cheap. I love it. I mean, what's next? What's the goal?
On the road to financial freedom and doing what my like heart and my soul really wants to do. Like I love to help people and like motivate people to be their true selves. Sometimes I'm kind of too on it, and I have to let people be who they want to be. But like every day I'm in the tattoo shop and I'm talking about stocks. I'm talking about investing. Like this is what I'm on for the next 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And enjoying my life, traveling. I just got back from Chile a couple months ago. I was snowboarding in the Andes Mountains, and I was trading there. Um, what got me on this a couple years ago, 2 years ago actually, I was with a dear late friend of mine, Stevie, and another friend of mine, Trevor, and we were heading to the mountain. And I'm in the back, and I'm looking at charts on Lyft, and I'm like, oh, this shit's about to, or this stock is about to pop. And so I'm like, I'm placing option trades, and we get to the mountain. I set my take profit and my stop loss, and we're riding on the mountain. And when we take a break at the bar, I'm checking my stocks, and I took profits. I made like $250 just on the mountain, not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It took a time, it took effort, it took my fundamental analysis, my technical analysis to understand this company that I'm trading. But that opened up a door that I never thought was real. And I'm not here to get rich quick. I'm not here just to throw all my money in options. I'm here to get dividends every week. I like dividends too. I'm a dividends investor as much as I am a trader, you know?
Well, being in your 20s, would you say a lot of money is yearly income? When people talk about like, oh, I make X amount of money yearly, what does that sound like to your? Because I'm 36. What does it sound like to you?
Can you rephrase that? Like, what do you mean by like
Like
yearly income? You kind of cut out a little bit.
growing up, like when people made 100 grand a year, they were like ecstatic back in 2007, 2005. Like that was a big number. That's still kind of a big number for a lot of people. What is that number for you? You got about 10 years.
Well, it's not how much money you make; it's how much money you keep. Some people make $100,000 and then spend 95,000 of it in that same year based off of what they're doing with it, and they only have $5,000. Versus a man that's making $45,000 a year, really managing his income and only spending 15,000, and now having $30,000 at the end of the year. Who's making more money?
Oh, I I,
You
I
know,
I agree with you, but if you had to put a number on it, what do you think it would be?
a number. I mean, $100,000 a year does look nice. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have a base number of what I'm going. I'm going through the roof. I don't want to set my limit too low because I know I'm untapped potential. I can receive unlimited amounts of money as much as I really desire, as long as I try to achieve it to my maximum ability.
Sure.
I look at it like this though, to give you a more clear answer instead of a very vague one. I try to 100 times my net worth every year,
Wow.
and so it's whatever I can do to make sure that my net worth is increasing each and every year, and I
Mhm.
can look at it over 10 years and see that growth in it. I'm happy where I'm at because it's my own race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not there just for the monetary value. I'm there for life and experience itself.
The reason I asked is because you said that a couple weeks ago you're on the, you're in Chile, you're snowboarding, and you make, 250 or 300 bucks in profit. If you could just do, if someone could do that, say it takes 5 minutes, right, and they did that every single day of the week, it's about 100 grand a year.
Yeah,
And I mean, you said you're like, I get off the ski lift, pop, 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 pop. I trade my futures. I'm good. I put my phone away. I put my gloves back on, and like we're golden. And it's like once you have the information, you take the initiative, like you have done, and you can just say, "Sky's the limit." Like 100,000. I don't want to cap myself there because I know 100 millions is more aligned with my potential.
correct.
That's powerful. So how do you get that message out to people?
Um, I tattoo a lot of people all over the world. I tattoo people from Australia. I've tattooed somebody a couple weeks ago from Canada. And every single time I tattoo somebody, I try to drop gems in people's ears. Not forcefully, but hey, you got an Apple phone. Do you know how much Apple's worth right now? Or I was just talking to a friend yesterday, and I sent you guys that little thing of Walmart dropping the drones, like the Walmart dropping a package off with the drone. And
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, that's a good investment right there. I mean, if you're about to go to Walmart right now, look how much a Walmart stock is. And nowadays, you can't go to Walmart and buy groceries underneath $100. You know what I mean? You buy 10 items, you're spending a pretty penny. And that's the same thing as a stock that pays you dividends. I try to just like drop gems in people's ears. Some people don't want to listen to it. Some people think that like finances should be kept in house. They shouldn't talk about finances. And to have a community like return on cash and like all my other groups that I talk to, it's a community of people that's just trying to grow their income and like inviting people to learn. Like this ain't, I'm not charging nobody for this. Like if you want to talk to me, just ask me, and then I'll go on and on and on about it because I love this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I try to wake up and first thing I do, I check the market. What's going on? You know what I mean?
yeah. Are you? You said you like dividends. Do you like dividends or options more?
I'm sorry, Dan, you cut off. Can you say that one more time?
Oh, I said you said you like dividends. Do you like dividends or options more? What's your flavor of the week?
No, I'm a buy and hold dividends and swing trader. That's my top three. I don't really do options like that as much.
Mhm.
My friend got me into crypto futures and stuff, and like because I have the time and I know that my skills are there. All I have to do is really commit some time and dedicate it, like you said. Like if I can commit 30 minutes to an hour a day and make those couple banger trades, that's all that matters. But trading, no matter how you think about it, to me is still gambling. As long as you take that fundamental and technical analysis, and now you just have an edge on the market. So I really like the long game. I really like buying and holding. Um, I have stocks that I haven't sold for 3, 4 years. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. I bet you he still has a stock at Coca Cola that he still never sold when he was younger. Um, Options and stuff is cool. Yeah, it's great to grow your capital and stuff. But having a base level, you know what I mean? Having enough money in your Roth IRA that's paying you $100 a month, just to start, and then you can be like Benji's over here that's like $20,000 a month. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? If I'm just trading all of that, then I'm not setting a good foundation on this planet for me right now. So yeah, I do it all, but I'm primarily swing trading and long term investing though.
Do you have like a weekly or monthly goal you want to hit?
Weekly or goal. as in like
Like
profits.
passive dividends or profits. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I like to look at percent gains. So as long as I can, in like my trading account, for example, if I can reel in 25%, a good 25% in all my trades, then I'm doing good. Um, I know that there's losing days, that I have to cut trades away. But if I can make a good $1,500 a week in the market, you know what I mean? Shit, this would be my
Right.
100% job. I wouldn't do anything else. So that's what I'm working on.
So what's the future? You just gonna trade and like go snowboarding? What else do you want to do? You want to travel the world? What's on the horizon?
Yeah, I want to travel the world. I like to be free. What's on my horizon is learning, sharpening my edge in tattooing, sharpening my edge in marketing, sharpening my edge in snowboarding. That's what I love to do in trading. You know, if I can do the same thing over and over and have the same amount of returns, why change up a strategy? Um, I do want to start traveling the world way more often. So at least different countries. I do have a planned trip to Europe next year. Um, that's in the works. Um, but really, really helping out my community in any way that I can, and like teaching them about finances. Like all my friends that I hang out with, I really want to get together and host a meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's look at our. I was gonna say my profits loss sheet, but let's look at our transaction sheets. Let's see what we spend all our money on. And if we got to take Starbucks away a little bit, we just got to do it. Give me 1 second. My computer's about to die. Let me charge it up.
Yeah, you're good. We'll look over the market while he's doing that. Shiba Inu's up 5.9%. Where's Bitcoin at right now? Bitcoin's up 4.85% right now. We're at 94,000. Let's go.
94,000. Oh my gosh.
It just is straight
Let's
out.
go, baby. We outside today. See, yeah,
It,
like this is what I'm saying. When I make money in the market, I'm just like, you know what? I can just hit the mountain today. Like, God is good today.
amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Radiance just said Bitcoin broke structure going long.
Shout out to Sam right now. You know what I'm saying? And I like, you asked me a question. What's my goal?
Yeah.
My goal is to really grow as a person and as a man that I'm supposed to be. And as I'm growing every day, I'm like a Chinese bamboo tree. For the first 5 years, a Chinese bamboo tree doesn't grow out the ground. It really holds its roots. But after the fifth year, it grows over 100 feet in the next year. So did it grow 100 feet just 1 year, or did it take 5 years for it to really learn and evolve? The wisest wise man knew he knew nothing, and there's so much more to know about this game. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and there's so much knowledge in this game. It's kind of overwhelming, especially when you're talking about finances, because people. I mean, I can't talk about other people. Me, I like to nurture my wealth like a garden and water it and take care of it and not just throw it, not just put anything on it. So it's kind of and it's kind of um, it's kind of hard doing like cash secured puts and then doing futures and then doing options and then doing all these different strategies. At one time, it's kind of like a system overload for me.
Mhm.
If I can just take a couple strategies at a time and grow those strategies and then have that in like an automated system would be best.
Yeah, I don't do futures because I'm doing the call credit spreads and the put credit spreads and stuff like that. So I don't have time to look at. I get what you're saying. It's too much. It's like you're in too many trades. Your bandwidth is going in different directions. It's too much to focus on.
Yeah. And then it's too stressful. Like I feel like if I make my strategy simple, then if I can make my strategy simple, then growing my wealth is only going to be simple. If I make it complicated, then it's just going to stress me out. I'm not going to want to do it.
Mhm.
If I can tell you one plus one is two, and that's just as simple as that is, add that up, we'll get to a million one day.
Yeah, I mean McDonald's did it, right? They didn't get there by selling $1 million hamburger. They sold a million hamburgers for $1.
Correct. And so now inflation, $1 ain't really a thing.
Inflation is it's I feel like it's kind of a misnomer because it's the after effect of money printing. People
Yeah,
people think like inflation happens and then price rises. It's like no, price rises and the outcome is inflation.
yeah. I mean, also just like printing out too much of paper money. Like
Mhm.
yeah, it's not backed by anything. The moment that we got off the gold standard, we kind of just screwed ourselves. So, like right now, they're probably still printing money. You know,
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm. They just passed the new government bill. I think it's going to add like 3 trillion in debt. So why not buy assets like what you said? How do you feel about silver? I know Robert Kiyosaki's a big silver proponent. What do you think of silver?
I got silver. I got gold. Um, but it's if I buy too much gold, I can't. It's gonna be hard to like carry that around and order it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a target. But yeah, like I mean, I think silver, gold, Bitcoin. I'm 100% on Bitcoin right now. Like all my extra money doesn't go to silver; it goes to Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have some billions and stuff like that as well.
No, that's cool. So what do you think by 2030? You think gold keeps just ripping?
Yeah, gold, gold. If we go back to the dawn of time and we look at history, gold is will always be there and will always be superior. I mean, ain't nothing like gold. You know what I mean? If you look at all these computers and all these chips, gold has a highly conductive like property in its metal.
Mhm.
You know, gold is everything. There's nothing wrong with gold. I don't think. I don't think. I know there's nothing wrong with gold.
Yeah, conviction. I
But
like it.
yeah.
No, that's cool. And
What about you? What do
so
you
you
think
like
about gold?
you're into Bitcoin? You like Ethereum? What about Solana XRP? What do you think of those?
No, I don't. I do have some XRP. I'm not gonna say I don't have XRP, but I'm 100% like convicted on Bitcoin as any cryptocurrency. With only 21 million in supply, you can't print any more Bitcoin out. I don't really want to mess with other coins right now.
Mm.
My goal is to get one Bitcoin, and once I get one Bitcoin, I want two Bitcoin, and then like let it drop. I'll probably take a loan out and get three Bitcoins. You know what I mean? Like I really think Bitcoin is a good way to store your wealth. I
Mhm.
mean, I bought Bitcoin 2 years ago, and my first time buying Bitcoin was at 41,000, and I'm still buying Bitcoin to this day.
That's awesome. There's a guy on Reddit
Uh,
that took out a loan, personal loan for like 50 grand, and he bought a bunch of Bitcoin back in the day. He's been sitting on it ever since.
that's a smart man. I mean, that's a smart man. I really think. I mean, when I first heard about Bitcoin back in 2015, 2016, it was like connected to like the Silk Road, and like it was like in order to buy something you had to buy Bitcoin, and I just thought like the FBI is going to shut this down. Like this is what is this? Like I'm not putting my money in no Bitcoin at like $200 a coin, and now I look at it like damn, I could be on a yacht right now. So instead of thinking about what I should have did, I'm thinking about what I'm doing now, and that's buying as much Bitcoin as I can.
So that's your hedge against a deflationary dollar.
Yeah,
Do you
correct.
think do you think the dollar loses its reserve currency status globally?
Globally, I can't say because, to be honest with you, I am very young, and I don't know that much about politics and laws. Like I'm trying to learn
currently.
Yeah.
So seeing how it plays out, I don't I don't know if the dollar gets like removed off of like national what we're trading and whatnot, but it's not the best. It's just the fiat. It has no value besides what we give it value. You know, and what we do with that money that we receive is up to us. There's a big transfer of wealth right now. There's no reason to save in dollars when our dollar is going down. If you look at Arizona iced tea, there's some places that sells the 99 Arizona iced teas for $2 now. So your money is just losing value if you're saving it in money, like in the U.S. dollar.
I got a trick question for you. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the one thing that hasn't lost its price in 30 years? It's still the same price it was 30 years ago. You just kind of alluded to it.
I want to say the metals. I believe copper, silver, gold. No, gold's been running though. Gold is at all-time highs. That's been staying at the same. Oh, I don't know. That's a trick question. I
So,
really don't know.
so, so gold actually returns about 8% annually because it tracks
Okay.
the housing market. But last
Okay.
last 30 years, can you think of anything? And you just kind of alluded to it with the Arizona iced tea.
I don't know. I really don't.
The redemption on aluminum cans.
Redemption on aluminum can.
If you look at it, it'll say like California 10 cents, Maine's 11 cents, Massachusetts is 5.
Oh,
It's been
yeah,
this it's been the same it's been the same value for like 30 years. They've never increased it.
yeah. And when we're talking about metals now, that makes me think about? It makes me think about the coins that we use, right? When you get a quarter, right, it's not made of silver no more. It's made out of, I think, iron and like copper. Not copper. That's like they don't even make pennies with copper no more. Like it's less than the value of the quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents, but the metal in that quarter is worth less than 25 cents. It's pretty
Yeah.
much like a big illusion.
It's like a nickel copper alloy.
Hmm. Correct.
And the trick is because they sound different too. If you ever bang them together, like a real silver quarter versus like a fake silver quarter, the density is different. So they sound different. But the trick is, if you ever do it, just look at the rib, and you'll see like the copper line running through the rib.
Yeah, you'll see the cut. You'll see that it's cut with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is cut now.
We got three questions people wanted you to answer.
Okay.
What's one area of life left undone right now for you?
What's one area of life that's undone for me right now? Hmm. I would say travel more. I need to travel more. It's still not. I'm just getting started. I'm just now getting started with that. So, traveling would be the one thing left undone. I have to knock out my passport and get it filled up.
That's cool. Um, what's an area of growth you've experienced lately?
Separating myself from technology. I started shifting how I am and what I do recently. Like instead of getting home and turning on TV, I've been working on a 1,000-piece puzzle. Instead of scrolling on Instagram, I'm reading a book. Um, instead of I'm just going on YouTube, I'm writing, I'm journaling. I'm working out. Like I told you, I'm canceling my Game Pass today, and I'm gonna go by next week to the gym and get a gym membership. Um, Getting off of this digital world kind of sucks you in and kind of drains you sometimes. So going outside and hugging a tree and snowboarding more has been shifting my paradigm.
Did you take your shoes off and like ground yourself?
Oh, absolutely. To be honest with you, tomorrow now I'm probably gonna sunbathe, go outside, touch the grass, and watch the sunrise.
That's cool. Uh, is the last question. What tangible support um, maybe we might be able to help you with promote a business? I was thinking if you ever just decided to do like a podcast or like a travel vlog, you can call it Edges. That'd be cool. Like you can sharpen your snowboard and like you're like, oh, I can work on my finance. I like Edges with Dre or something, and hit the slopes, go see the world, and just kind of vlog about it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
No, absolutely. That's one of my goals for sure. I was trying to vlog in Chile and I lost half of my data. It got corrupted. It's kind of sad because like I had some really good content on there. But edges, I like that. I'm actually gonna have to take that for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, I think one thing that like I really want to do is just start motivating people, being a positive influence in anybody's life that I can, you know, and elevating myself. My business, me and my brother, we're opening up another tattoo shop here next year. So once we get that opened up, I'll for sure send you the information, and we can definitely promote that. And promoting Pinnacle, promoting the return on cash, any of that.
That's
I'm here
cool.
for the betterment of everybody.
Are you gonna write a book? You sound like inspirational, like you're ready to go. There's fire inside you.
And see, I feel like there's so much more life to live. I'm only 27. I'm gonna write a book and say to be continued.
Mhm.
Part one. You know what I mean? Like I should get started, and I do write a lot, and like it's a lot of just my personal thoughts and my personal notes. But there is so much more left in me. Like I'm just getting started. This is like a new chapter of my life every year of growing and elevating my life to the truest
Mhm.
maximum potential where it can be.
There's only, I think it's about, a lot of people write books. I think it's only maybe like 2% of the population actually publishes them now.
Yeah,
So if you can get over that hurdle and just say like I'm putting it out there, you're instantly ahead of the curve.
I'm gonna do that. You know what? I'm definitely gonna do that. Why not? Yeah, why not?
Speaking personally, I started my first book when I was, I think, 26, 25. And then during COVID, like 5 years later, I had finished it. So sometimes it comes to you. Sometimes you get to a spot and you just, I'm sure you probably figured this out. You go through like a flow state, figure out whatever your flow state is, and just write. Don't worry about like spelling. You can go back and fix all the errors. Just get it
Yeah,
all out as much as you can, stay in that flow state. But if you hit a roadblock, don't worry about it. You can always come back and you're like, I need to live a couple more chapters of my life and then I'll finish it. It might be 18 months, 24 months from then, but you'll make solid progress.
I love that. I love that ideology and how you're thinking. I mean, you can take that based off of anything in life too. You know, keep on at it whenever you get that flow state, and whenever you hit a hurdle, just step back a little bit and re-hit it again. So, nah, absolutely. Shit. All right. I'm so sorry for cussing. I've already wrote like the first couple little few years of my life for this interview, and not even just for this interview, but like you said, I got into a flow state, and I'm like, oh, I got this detail, and I got this detail, and I just need to keep on writing and filling up journals.
There must have been something like key spots in your life, right? I think everyone goes through them and you reflect, even as like a child. I remember when I was writing and I got into finance that there was key moments that I was like, you just keep going back to, and you're like, this, like one little step here, one little step, and all of a sudden, like you have like a paradigm shift, and it might be rich dad poor dad was the same for me. That's what changed it for me as too. And then all of a sudden, it kind of culminates to whatever it is now.
Yeah. Um, it was, I guess, coming from a rough background, coming really from nothing and starting from the dirt, and making mistakes in life. You know what I mean? And learning that I don't want to not have electricity. Like I don't want to be less than. Like my soul and my body is already knowing that I have more and I can be more and I can do more. I just have to do it. So like what you were saying, I go by the saying in my head, grain by grain, pebble by pebble, rock by rock, boulder by boulder, I'm gonna build this mountain. And I don't care how long it's gonna take. I don't care how long I bleed. I don't care how long I cry. I'm not gonna stop till I feel complete. And one thing about me is every day I can find something new that I can do. Like you just kind of motivated me to write a book now. Like, you know what I mean? Like now that's something else in my journey of life that I can do and keep on striving to be the best me. So I agree with that.
I mean, you have the story, you have like the life experience. There's so much you have to offer the world, and I think people will resonate with that because you're the reason. Like my book was an Amazon bestseller in like a week, which was amazing because I'm like I couldn't read or write till I was 18. I had to teach myself.
Congratulations, my man. What?
Yeah.
That's a round of applause. Wait a minute. We can't just like slide that past, you
No,
know?
it's cool. But it wasn't that the book was well written. It was the emotional context you got from reading the story of like where I started from, the struggles I went through, and then like the build up. People relate to that, and I think people can relate to your message, like what you're trying to build. People are so lost today, and I think you have a great story to tell, and I'd love to support you. I'll buy. I want the signed copy though. I want a signed copy of your book when it's released. We'll spread it out everywhere. But I think you have a good story that you need to share with the world.
No, I love that. Let's do it. And not just one signed copy, I'll give you three. And that'll
Great.
be one of my 2026 goals. And I can give you a call since you're a bestseller. I can give you a call and like, hey, pick your head about advice or about a publisher, about how do I go the steps. Like we'll definitely off the camera talk about this because you're right. You're right. And I know that the things that I've been through, and that's a story to tell. You know what I mean? And it might touch somebody to where it clicks in their head. Hey, I can do something different. I can be something different. So I agree with that 100%. Thank you for that. Thank
Well,
you
because
for
I'm
that.
sure when you're tattooing people, finance is one of those funny things. You can talk till you're blue in the face about how well you're doing, but if someone's just new on your tattoo table and you're making a, I don't know, a butterfly on their arm, they might not be so open with their finance, whatever there is going on in their life. But if they read your story, then they go, I can relate to this. It's on paper. This is like it's heartfelt. I can touch grass with Dre.
No, no, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. I agree with that. Damn, you just messed me up right now. You just gave me more inspiration to do something bigger than what I imagined. You just got me, now you just got me in another rabbit hole. So I really do appreciate that, Dan, because you're absolutely right. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
You got to also send me that link to your book, bro, so I could buy that today.
So I will tell you this. Because I have two books. I never recommend the second one because I actually took the time to be like thoughtful and pragmatic about it and just like write it out and follow a plan. And great book. It sucks though because it reads like an educational text and no one wanted to buy it. It's the book that comes from the heart that really gets like the blood flowing. That's the one you want to write. Don't try to
Yeah.
follow a narrative or trying to outline it because it'll read as such. You know what I mean? Really let it come from within.
Mhm. No, make it original, make it organic, not too, and make it heartfelt, not too mine. Like, yeah, I agree with you.
I'd put on like Eminem and just or like 2000s hip hop and just jam out and just sit there and for hours.
Okay. Okay, most definitely. Have you been to the ski slopes in the East Coast? I know you said that you used to snowboard or like ski when you're in the Midwest.
Um, so the only ones I've been to were in Vermont. My aunt and uncle lived on, so they maintained Killington's ski resort in Vermont. I've been to those. it's like it's just hard. That it's not powder. It sucks when you fall. I much rather prefer Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City
Solid.
snow was like just incredible.
Yeah. I got a plan. One of my friends live in Salt Lake. I'm going to Brighton this season
Oh,
for sure. For sure. Yeah, it should be fun.
you'll have a great time in Salt Lake. It's just like Colorado.
I've never actually snowboarded in Colorado either. So
Okay. So it's just powder. There's no humidity, so it's just powder.
okay.
Not like the East Coast. East Coast, like it hurts. Like you fall, like you're getting hurt.
You're getting bruised up. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go to the East Coast unless I'm already there and I gotta scratch an itch.
Hmm.
But yeah, most definitely.
Well, that's cool, man. Anything else you want to share while I still go? I don't want to hold you from trading.
Oh yeah, no, I actually finished my trading today. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna go work out actually, cancel this subscription and then get to work today.
What,
Um,
what are you working out
but
today?
no, you said say that again.
What are you working out today?
Where am I working now? Just my chest, my biceps, my abdomen. I got to do some calf raises and some, toes over knees for my snowboarding. Loosen my legs up.
Okay.
Just the really. But no, I wanted to thank you for inviting me on to your podcast. Letting me tell a little bit about myself. Um, for anybody that's watching this, he's the man, Dan the man, and true wealth is knowledge that you can gain for your future self. Whether it be wealth, mindset, or your physical health. Um, that's pretty much it.
Break 3000. Where can people find you if they want to reach out to you?
They can find me on my Instagram, Mr. Dre 3000, my tattoo page, Tattoos by Dre number 3. And I'm open to all and any questions that people want to talk, even if it's just about life. Let's talk about life. Let's connect.
That's cool, man. Hey, I appreciate you so much for coming on.
Yes,
And
sir. I appreciate it.
yeah, we'll see you later. Hopefully, Bitcoin hits 100,000 by tomorrow.
Hey, if it does, you'll catch me on the mountain. I'm not going to lie.
All right,
You'll
all
catch
right,
me on the mountain. All right.
all right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Peace.